everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. Weeks of additional practice and prep for bowl games not only can set the tone for what we're going to see in this game, but for what might be in store next season as well. As we'll see, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish taking on a team from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. So South Carolina's offense will go on the attack first. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Yeah, and it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Gamecocks are in the hurry-up.
Really good job running the ball, getting that first down. Now here comes the tempo.
Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on first down. Now adjusting. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Somehow fits it into that traffic. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Well, there's an example of the quarterback just creating on the fly, because I think that was supposed to go to the running back on a screen, and he just saw an open guy downfield and said, I don't know, I'm just going to throw it down to this dude. He's wide open. I know it's not how we drew it up, but we'll take it.
The Gamecocks come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. To the ground to try to move the chains. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
And the Gamecocks are on the move. Might as well give it to him again.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Gamecocks can really attack on this second and short. They go to the ground. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Gamecocks come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Trying play action. Throws toward the end zone. And he makes the catch, but just a hair out of the back of the end zone. It'll be incomplete. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on fourth down. Finds his big tight end. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense comes out first time they've had the ball today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact plays coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Off the play fake on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Looking for a man, it's Roberts. The throw, finds a man on the left. There he goes! Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the... before he steps out of bounds.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. They are really clicking along, first and goal on just the fourth play of the drive. Trying to surge it in. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Got nothing last time. Now second and goal from the 3. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Excellent pass by the back on the option. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll give it to the back. Turning it on! He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get 1st downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
The RPO, it's complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. He makes the catch. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. The Gamecocks headed quickly to the line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Here's the handoff. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
And the Gamecocks are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He'll do it himself. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10.
I just love it when my quarterback knows situational football. They run the option. He understands. It's 4th and short. Like, I got to stick my nose in there, get north-south, and try to get that 1st down. I love when I have a quarterback that can do that.
The Gamecocks back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Power football with the run. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Quarterback on the keeper. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. He's brought down. A short return, and the defense comes out on top with a pick.
I love the defense's approach on this drive. They didn't panic. They gave up some yards, but what did they do? They forced a 3rd down, a predictable situation, played great discipline, broke on the football, and forced the big interception.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Wide receiver going in motion. Going to the running game. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Back to throw, it's Roberts. Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. From the gun, the ground game. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Second down, he'll throw it. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Yeah, and how about the linebacker? You know, you ask him to do so much on the football field to cover so much ground. You don't always ask him to go man-to-man, but when you do, the linebacker comes through, swats the ball to the ground.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Using the quick game. On the move at the 30. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got to be able to score points on this drive.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. But starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a...
Beck's going for the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, you know, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here come the Irish, back on offense. They've seen the good and the bad already. A touchdown on the opening drive, a pick on the second one, and now to try to get things back on track. Looking downfield, it's Roberts. Makes the grab. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Notre Dame right back to the line.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it.
Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Notre Dame will come to the line after that huge gain and try to keep the momentum going. Right back to the well. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. Offense, quick tempo.
I like this idea by the offense going very up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Off play action. Gets it out fast. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
When you run the football and then throw in the play action, it's such a tricky thing for the defense. Do I play run? Do I come up fast? It opens those holes right behind the linebackers, between the safeties, to make the passing game just a little bit easier.
This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots. You read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. They'll run play action. Under fire. Trying to make magic with his feet. Short gain on the play before he slides.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Notre Dame comes to the line needing a chunk play on third down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Here on third down for this offense. Looking to pass. It's Roberts. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take it deep.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
The give on the inside. Breaks into the open. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
And the Gamecocks, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run it from the gun. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
To the ground with the back. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Give to the running back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Quarterback will keep it. He is stopped well short of the first down marker at the 15, and let's see what they do on 4th. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Good right down the boulevard. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. To the air, it's Roberts. The pass is incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield, and that shot the quarterback took might have been a little too much.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Just an ill-advised play by the defender to make contact with the quarterback after the throw, and it cost his team. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. They'll start this drive with a pass. Here comes the heat. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Good, solid tackle. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. They'll try to get the first through the air. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's for the play caller right now, just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers.
There he goes. He now has 84 yards on the ground so far in this one, and he is closing in on that 1,000-yard mark. Wants to throw on first down. He's looking deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to go up top in times, running out in the half. Grabbed over the middle. It's Webb. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Holding. Offense.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. They'll line up for a second down play. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Fires complete on the crosser. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. He's got it inside the 30. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with a big play, 68 yards on the touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking to throw, it's Roberts. Spits it out to the back. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
Going over the top. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, after getting the takeaway now, you're in the fringe area just outside the red zone. The offense trying to stay aggressive. They're throwing it right away, seeing if they can catch the defense sleeping after now just coming on the field. But give the defense credit. They were aware. They were ready for it. Made sure that one fell incomplete.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's not afraid to go deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters of football there today in Vegas. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Allegiant Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Gamecocks will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Carney. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Manageable if they want to wrap up this season with a bowl win.
This is a team I know that takes a lot of pride, and I'm sure at halftime in the locker room, David, there was some shouting going on. They need to get themselves motivated and ready to go because they're not out of this game.
Yeah, and when you get that shouting and you get the quarreling amongst each other, you get some motivation. You need something good to happen early. This first possession, get the football, go make something happen, create some momentum.
The play action fake. Here's the heat. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. The Irish facing quite a challenge here on 3rd and a mile. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Pocket breaking down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Yeah, and man, we talk about being down at the half. What's one thing I need to do? I got to protect my quarterback. In the first series here now, you're getting your quarterback hit and taken to the ground. This offense has to protect that dude at all costs.
The Irish send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Quarterback empties his backfield. They want to run this quarterback. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll try the left side. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
Dropping back, it's Miles. Flips it out in the flat. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Guys have the backfield now. It's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football. You can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Got his man out of the backfield. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Great play by the defense there. And listen, they got to do more of this. Running backs obviously had a lot of success. They got to continue to stop this run game, be physical, and not let this guy beat them.
What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Off the bootleg to buy a little space. He took a hit as he threw it, couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And they'll push that lead out a little further. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Here come the Irish, back on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll try the run. At the 35, he's got room. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
Tight end now in motion. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires to the middle. He's got it. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down.
And this 4 vertical play is something that every offense in the country has in their playbook, but they don't all run it as good as this offense does. Really nice job making the play call, but when you've got athletes like this and a quarterback that can fit the football into small windows, good things generally happen. That is tremendous execution on that pass play.
They knew they could slip that tight end behind the backers with that play-action fake.
Well, it's because I can't win, Reese. I have to play the run. You know, all these RPOs, all these different things, it makes me come up and use my eyes and play run. And these tight ends are so valuable to find space behind. Knew where he was going with the football the whole time because the big fella, he's always open.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
Looking to fire. Rushes on him. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. From the shotgun, the inside give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
The Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll try to pop the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
At some point, enough is enough. This is the guy that's beat me. He's priority number 1. We got to go get him. It's getting later in the second half. I got to go out and make some plays and get my offense the ball back.
Backing up and backing up on the first 2 plays now to try to throw it in drive on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Finds his big tight end. He gets it out to the 28-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down. And the Gamecocks line up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Rides to back and leaves it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Another sack. This quarterback group, not this quarterback, this one, because you're already on quarterback number 2. Taking a lot of hits today. Got to keep these guys upright. Got to protect them. This offensive line has to do a better job.
Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Pulls it in and looking upfield. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Holding. Offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. The run from the shotgun. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll go to the ground. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. He's now up to 83 yards on the ground, and what a season he's having. It's almost certainly going to be a 1,000-yard campaign. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. The Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. The sure hands, it's Gay. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking.
And how about the defense? How big was that stop? Forcing the punt, getting it back to the offense, and all of a sudden, you feel the momentum now on their side.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Notre Dame right back to the line.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Running back searching for a hole. He has the 1st and still on his feet. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. They'll ride the hot hand. Got some room into the goal line. And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Iron. Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And that extra point was good, and now they have the lead in the 4th. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They went 3 and out the last time they had it. At this point of the game, you just can't afford many of those. Got the 1st down and more. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside for defense.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Slings it downfield. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
High the chains now on second and long. Motion from the wideout. They'll go back to the air on second down. Setting up the screen. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed.
Oh, man, and that's a big interception late in this game. And listen, I know you're trying to go vertical with the 4 verts, but so did the defense. Great job staying deep, playing the football in the air, and forcing the ginormous turnout.
They'll leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if they're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, if they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
Looking for a crease. It's Carney. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Quick strike complete. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the first down marker.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
And the Gamecocks want to pick up the tempo. Wants to go up top on first down. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Now it's 1st and 20 for the offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience, and one this freshman got away with. And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at 2nd down. Back to pass. Right down the middle. It's caught downfield. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Wants to keep it in the air. Quickly out to the tight end. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it up to 14. The Gamecocks look to keep this drive humming. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Got it! He gets it in! Touchdown, Gamecocks! Field shrinks, tight end grows. big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Into the end zone for the two-point conversion, and we are all tied up here in the fourth. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the fourth quarter. He'll return it. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Going right to work up top. Hauls it in. Turning it on. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
So the offense accepts the roughing the passer penalty, and they get a new set of downs. Just couldn't stay off the quarterback, and that roughing the passer call has them set up with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Notre Dame lines up quickly. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Grabs it inside the 15. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12. Running the red zone, it's Darts. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, give on the inside. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss. They completely flip the script, almost a guaranteed 1st down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. And they have surged on top here in the final 2 minutes. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. Here's the return from inside his 10. He gets a block. He's got an alley. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. No one's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
They're lining up for the kickoff, and let's see if this return team can answer with a score of its own. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before, and I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's taking a deep shot, and he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
After that incompletion, there is so much pressure now on this quarterback to come up with a big play. They need to score a touchdown. They need to keep this drive alive to have any shot at winning this game. But it all comes down to this play right here.
The clock is relentlessly working against them. Down 4. They'll go for it on 4th down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Not really a huge decision there. You don't want to give up the football at this juncture of the game, and they're able to keep the drive going.
You know, the head coach here obviously feels like punts and field goals are not going to get him back in, and so put this one on your quarterback. Trust in him to go out and execute and give your team a chance to win.
Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Here's the pressure. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. To the air on 2nd down. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Pressure's there and he lets it go.
Well, they're trailing in this game late. The defense knows it, so they're playing for pass. 2 plays ago, they get the sack. This time they force an incompletion. Not a lot the offense can do here to catch them off guard. They're just going to have to make a huge play here on 4th down.
It's a 1-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Down 4 late. They have to convert on 4th down to keep hope alive. He'll go up top. Maybe a deciding play here. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work. Through throwing the football, in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David, this was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses. In this game, it was no different.
That's going to do it for us here, and for these two teams, that's going to do it for a season. Another bowl game in the books, and a season is wrapped. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, and our entire crew behind the scenes, I'm Reese Davis signing off, and we'll see you next season for another presentation.